I gotta try it. Even on this, I gotta try it. Oh, come a long way from steam tractors to electric bikes. Hey everybody, it's Lance from Ride Lance, and welcome back. Today I am on a ride. I am on Coyote Creek Trail. I'm heading to History Park, which is the old town San Jose, which is now basically an old town museum, which it's been about 10 or maybe 15 years since I've been there. Last time I was there, they had an old steam train, a lot of old buildings of back in the day in the 1800s, a big light tower. So it'd be interesting to see. The pictures I've seen lately look like they've really done a lot to improve it. So we're going to take this trail down. This is such a nice trail too. Down, I think it's about 5 or 6 miles each way, but I am on the Lectric Express today, the 2.0, the much quieter version. Now I'm gonna have to apologize in advance because when I get to using the GoPro, I forgot the mic. I got the mic for the 360, which you're hearing here. But the mic on the GoPro, you may hear a little of the wind hiss, the tss. So I apologize ahead of time for that. But it is just a nice day for a ride. It's actually a cool day today. It's in the low 70s and it's not going to get much higher. But nice sunny, clear sky makes for great video. So we're gonna go down this trail. Maybe talk about the Express some for those who are looking for commuter bikes. Now, if you watch some of my other videos, you know I modified this some, basically just the handlebars to give it a little more rise because I am a taller rider. And I did put a comfort seat on it and a suspension seat post. And I'll link all those things that I did to this in the description if you want to check it out later. I have it set up now for a really nice riding position. That suspension seat post just gives it that much more extra comfort in the back, for sure. The only thing I wish they would have done on this too is just put a little wider tire on it, maybe a 2.5-inch tire. All right, so as we ride down this trail, what's been going on? Well, you know, last week I had the problem with the mock wheel. I did, I sent an email to my, what would you call it, marketing manager first before I sent like a service request or a warranty issue, telling them about it and asking them how should I proceed with it. Haven't heard back from them yet. It's been a few days, but I got to give them a little time because most of them are located in China, so the time difference and everything. So I'll give them a few more days. If I don't hear from them, I'll submit the service order, work order, warranty claim, something, and see if I get a response from them. but mainly wanted to start with my marketing manager first, really to see if this has been an occurring problem with other people who have the Onyx, and see if it's a known issue. Yeah, that ride, like I said, I had two choices that day. My first choice I couldn't do because the parking was full, so I couldn't find a place to park. And my idea around that ride was I was going to start at the top of the hill first, ride all the way down, and then ride back up to the truck. And you're talking about 1,800 feet of elevation change. So I would have made it all the way to the bottom, and then started to come back up, and then it would have broke. Then I would have been really screwed. I think at that point I wouldn't try and push the bike up that hill. I probably would have found a place in the woods to hide it, and then hike back up and get the truck and come back down and hike to it where I can push it out on flatter ground. So I'm not happy that it happened, but I'm grateful that it happened that way. But we will see if Mach Wheel comes through. But it's like I said, I think that bike is just, the motor is just too powerful. It's got too much torque for the components they put on it. Even though they've used the Shimano Q system, I don't think that system was designed for 210 Newton meters of torque. Because like I said before, when that motor kicks in, it feels like it wants to bend the bike in half. You feel that torque really like flex the frame sideways. So I'm just wondering if, if like the Bafang motors that have 160 Newton meters of torque do the same thing on those bikes. Because what I'd really like to get is like the Magician Atlas, and just modify that one for my off-road riding needs, wants. Because I really think, that 210 Newton meters of torque may be just too much for an e-bike, an adventure bike. So we'll see. We'll see what goes on there. What else is happening? Well, like I said, been cutting back on the reviews and feeling a lot better about it. Get to do things like this, come out and do destination rides, go to a place I haven't been for a while. Now I'm coming up on Hillier Park. See, I don't know if you can see, it's got a little lake there, more like a big pond. We go right down here. Many people here yet. Nice little place. If you want to come for a picnic, or even if you just want to start your bike ride here, because this is the Coyote Creek Trail, it goes both directions. I think it's got a total of 26 or 30 miles, so you can get your fill in. Oh, what is the other thing I want to do? You know what I want to do with that new Hemiway D5 2.0 I got? I want to try and make that into my ultimate beach cruiser bike. And get it all decked out and accessories and stuff. Have a little fun with it. It is a heck of a bike though. It ranks right up there with the Nomad and the Nomad 2X. It would really be hard if you said you gotta pick the best bike, the winner. I don't think I could, because each bike brings something really good to the table. But other than that, I've been selling off my inventory of bikes. I got a few left, and then the ones I'm keeping. And like I said, I'll still do reviews, but it's only going to be for the bike companies I consider more premium and have a good business model, you know, like Lectric. It's hard to beat Lectric when you're looking for a not so expensive bike, but that comes with really nice components, and they're getting better with every iteration. I mean, this one now comes with Sun Tour suspension forks, really smooths out everything, and that combined with the Sun Tour seat post suspension I have, you might as well say this bike is a full suspension bike. I need to over here. And I like these brakes too. These are the Star Union brakes. Yeah, I'm not in a hurry, and that's what I like about these rides. Now, when I do reviews, I just feel, even though if I take a whole day, a whole couple days, I feel rushed. And I don't like that feeling. This is what I like. I'm not in a hurry. I've got nowhere to be until later on tonight. So I can take my time. I can stop and smell the roses if I wanted to. That's what's great about these type of rides. Still looking for a house down south. Still trying to sell our house here. Ends up I gotta have another pretty major thing done to our house before we put it back on the market. But that'll be taken care of next week. And then we'll put it back on the market. Katrina's still down there looking at homes. There's one we really like. They just won't come down to our price range yet. Yeah, there's a lot of freaky people living there, down by the creek under the bridges and stuff. I don't know if you heard that. Dude screaming, ah! Something's been flooding out here. This looks like slippery stuff. Got a little homeless encampment there with chickens and roosters and everything. You see what I see? Skateboard park, bike park. Nobody here. Nothing fancy. Let's just ride in there and see how it is. This could be good or this could be bad. This is made of concrete. Oh yeah. Oh, should I go in the pool? No, I should not. I need to be able to walk on Monday, to walk to work. But this is fun. Hey. was fun. let's get back on the trail. All right, we're almost there. We're this next light up here. Got to make a right turn, and then we should be coming up on it on the left side. Yep. History Park. It's right over there. Gotta cross the street, make sure nobody's coming up behind me. Okay, here we are. There's the park map. See all the old buildings. Yeah, they used to have an old steam locomotive right here. Looks like it's in the back there somewhere now. You can see this old tractor right here. Oh, gotta get a picture of this. This is reminding me of Mater from Cars. Come a long way from steam tractors to electric bikes. Look at this thing, isn't that pretty cool? Imagine trying to operate this thing. Bet you this was a beast. Here's the old steam locomotive, Southern Pacific. Can't climb on, but I can sure try and get a closer look. Look at that thing. Yeah. It was freaking hot running these things. Orchard Supply Hardware. I guess that's who they're sponsored by. Got a box car. It looks like a caboose on the end. Alright, let's go explore some more of this park. Looks like they're doing something with this old, looks like old train station. They've got it lifted. Over here we have the Dashway Stables, Livery and Hack Company. An old covered wagon right there. What was this? The Paulson House. Man, looking for a new home. Maybe one of these, right? Portuguese Historical Museum. What's this? Thomas E. Gallup, dentist. Yeah. I definitely wouldn't have not liked going to a dentist back then. Drink a bottle of whiskey before you do that. What do we got here? The printing office. Yeah, they did a lot more since I've been here. They really cleaned it up, made it look a lot nicer. Star Shoe Store. No vehicles beyond this point. I'm not going to go down there. And there's the old light tower for San Jose. Look at this. Rosie the Riveter. I think we need a picture with her. Alright, what else they have in here? Empire. Not sure what that was. It may have been a fire department. Looks like it. Let's see. Let's go down this way. And what was this over here? It doesn't say, but it almost looks like some type of mining. These are workers' housings. Again, there's the big light tower. Supposedly it was, I think it was the only light they had, and it was so bright it lit up the town. Looks like they're setting up for something over there, so I'll stay out of their way. Like these old town lights. They're pretty cool. Let's go down this street here. Now see, you saw the tracks in the road. They had a trolley system. Andrew P. Hill House. Yeah, they've done a real good job at restoration of a lot of this stuff. This over here, I'm not sure what this is. Oh, little boats. Pretty cool coming here and seeing these little things. See little outhouses over there before indoor plumbing. Yeah, looks like you can come here and have a picnic and use one of these nice barbecue pits too. All right, let's go through the grass here. It's the backside of the Portuguese Historical Museum. An old wooden boardwalk. Japanese something. Chinese American History Museum, not Japanese. And all the bricks are all the people who donated their time and money to restoring this place. And that's it. And I think that's probably a good place to end this video. So I hope you enjoyed it. I've enjoyed this ride a lot. So you know what that means. It means I can't ride with hands right now. But you have a great day, great ride, great week, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.